Good morning, Brian. Tell us
Hi.
what's going on here.
Yeah. Okay, what we're looking at here is a Western Electric 7A rotary. Development started around about 1900.
Yes.
The prototype, which was just a small PABX unit, cut over in 1910. The first of the public exchanges, about 1914. First appeared in New Zealand in 1919 in Masterton. It's called rotary because the mechanism rotates in a rotary direction. There is no vertical direction. The drives are friction drives, pass a current through the coil, creates a magnetic field. The driving disc becomes a magnet. These discs are flexible and are attracted to, the driven disc is attracted to the driving disc and the drive is transferred through.
Right.
We'll put a coil through and see what happens.
Okay.
The number I'm going to dial is 70065.
Right.
The first digit will come into here, the second digit, the third, the fourth, and the fifth digit. So it's a 5-digit exchange. It's what we call common control. When we lift the receiver, we will end up with first line finders driving and second line finders. The first line finders will be looking for the phone that I'm originating the call from. One of these will select that particular line. The second line finder will drive around looking for the first line finder. The second line finder will connect us down to one of two registers. It will normally be this one because we've got the bottom one plugged in.
Right.
You can tell when I get dial tone because that little light there will glow.
Okay.
The first two digits, I've got to dial the first two digits, they'll be recorded in there before anything happens. Once I've loaded it up with 2 digits, the sequence switch on one of these here will drive.
Yes.
The register will detect pulses coming back. You'll see up here we've got a little interrupter. That sends pulses back to here. Pulses originally set these digit recorders up, but there's also pulses to return them back to normal again.
Right. Okay.
Once the correct number of pulses have been received to restore this to normal, the trip will be set on a given level. If we look at the brush carriage, when the brush carriage passes the trip, one of the fingers will be extended out and will make or engage with what we call the latch block. Oh. It is now setting out far enough to make contact with the arm. Again, the register will say to the switch, go. And it will drive around and it's looking for a free second group selector. This is a first group selector.
Yes.
Looks for a second group selector. The same thing happens again. Pulses back to the register, this time unloading this one.
Right.
It will eventually drive around looking for a free final selector. It's called a final selector because that's the final part of the call, final stage. This is a slightly different. While the trip is the same as we've previously seen, sending pulses back to the register, on the back of the brush carriage we have another little interrupter here that sends pulses back because we don't want to just ring the first free subscriber. Right. We want to ring the subscriber that we dial.
Right, okay, yeah.
So that little interrupter will control how far around the bank this goes.
Sure.
This is a 200 outlet type selector. So as we can see on this chart here, the 70,000 numbers are on the first half, and the 70100 numbers are on the second hole. Okay, let's see if we can get it to work.
Okay, let's see
It
if
looks,
we
it looks a bit like a Heath Robinson arrangement.
It does. Good on you. Let's
Touch
see.
wood, it'll work. Wow, here we
Right
go.
there. Yeah.
Dial go.
Right.
So it took a couple of seconds to get going.
Yeah.
If we watch here, you'll see as I load it up. 7 0 0 6 5. And the phone on the end there.
This one here. Hold on. Yes, that's away. We're away. Good as go. Yeah.
It's called 7A because it was the first.
Yes.
Here we have some selectors here, or some, and you'll see that while these were friction driven, this one is gear driven. There's the teeth on your gear, and underneath here there are also teeth. And when see the magnets there operating?
Yes.
When and you can see that those flexible discs
Yes.
deflect in an upward direction and engage with the teeth underneath there. 7A1.
Alright.
So that was the second. These registers here are all relays, and they use relays to store the digits, whereas the 7A use sequence switches. That is 7A1 as well.
Yeah. Now I was brought up in Reef and there was an exchange there. It would have been a similar sort of thing back in the 60s.
You know, Donnie Ladner and
Yes,
all
yeah.
those boys, the Reeves.
Yes, Ronnie
Yeah.
Reeves, all them, yeah.
Yeah.
Went to school with them. The Len Reeves was the older brother, and Garth, and yeah.
And Jack Churchill.
Winston.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a roadman, wasn't he?
Yeah.
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 I looked after him in later years in the hospital.
Yeah.
Fancy that, you know, Donnie Ladner, that name. I just left his wife this morning, you know.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, Linda.
Yeah.
You know Linda?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So
It
how
was
did you ever...
Garth and Loretta Reeves.
Yes.
Yeah. I knew.
Yeah. Were you over in Reefton that you knew these people?
Well, my first marriage was to Lynette Cochran.
Oh, yes.
And Bob Cochran used to have the
Yes.
Broadway tea rooms.
Yes. Yeah. And the girl married...